What's up?
Jake Owen, good morning.
Yo, what's going on?
Where are you right now?
Believe it or not, man, I'm about to head downtown Nashville, do some business meetings, talk about some music coming out, just make it move.
Dude, is that like something that you enjoy, or is that like one of the tough spots of being you?
Oh, absolutely not. I think ever since I decided this was something I wanted to do for a living, which was, almost 15 or 20 years ago,
mm-hmm.
I kind of look back and think, I was just a kid with a guitar and a bar stool playing for kids in college, and I never knew that it would become such a business. It was more of like this hobby that I love doing, but there's a beautiful side to it, though, when you have a team of people. Like, I'm lucky enough to have it, like Big Loud and my management and everyone. So we all come together and we make a plan, and then we execute that plan. And that, to me, is also a really cool side of the business that I never really thought I would be a part of, 15 years ago.
That seems to be a common thread with you. You are one of the most positive people that, I've watched your career develop, and you pretty well just take everything in stride. It's going to be okay. I mean, do you wake up daily going, that's how I'm just going to handle things? I mean, is that a conscious thing for you, or you're just one of those blessed people that just woke up happy?
No, not at all, man. I tell people this a lot. Like, I think part of the reason that even most would think, like, oh, Jake, you're positive all the time. Like, don't let that fool you, Like, I'm not. Like, I think I have to present myself positive a lot of times in order to make myself believe it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a very honest answer, because I don't think anybody wakes up every single day and goes, wow, today's such an amazing day. I'm so lucky to be here. We have to remind ourselves of that, because we're just human beings. And anyways, what I was getting at earlier with, like, the team and the business side of it is that, just like any team and sports fans or whatever, like, when you have a team effort gearing towards something and being better, like, everybody involved is more passionate. And so I try to always maintain just the positive side of it, because I can tell you one thing: nothing I've ever seen in life comes from negativity.
Amen. So what's the coolest part? Because, I mean, you've arrived. You're there, and obviously, you still got a lot of things left to check off on the bucket list. But what's the coolest part about being Jake Owen
right now?
Yeah,
man, the coolest part about being me is having these two little girls that I have.
Oh, dude.
Like, this morning I was working out, and she just opened the door. I work out at the house, in my, like, barn area, and she opened the door and said, "Dad!" And she just ran over, and, I was in the middle of whatever I was doing, tired, and just trying to, again, be better today than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's this spark in my life now of these little girls and their passion for life, which I also think in turn breeds that kind of positivity, because with this, like I said, being a business, it's not easy either. So it's just nice to have those things in your life, especially where I am in my life right now. Even on those days where I wake up and I'm like, man, this is going to be a tougher one today. You got the little girl running out saying, "Hey, Dad, I love you," and that pretty much turns your world around.
Oh yeah. See, I had 3 hairy-legged boys, but they have given me 2 of the most beautiful granddaughters that a guy could ever dream of. But the rules are so completely different when you've got those little girls than with the guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm a twin and my mom had 2 boys, so I don't really know. I didn't know what it would be like to have girls, but I can tell you what, for a guy that wanted boys, I would take 1 million more girls if I could afford all the weddings and the stress that it'll probably put me through.
Okay, now listen, you're gonna be here raising money for police officers, first responders, and this is a huge deal for Harrison County in East Texas. And part of it is this humongous bull ride that is going to be, starting things off. Have you ever ridden a bull?
I have not. And I can tell you, man, would I if I had the opportunity?
Yeah, would you?
Probably, because my whole life I've just enjoyed doing something that I was a little intimidated to do. There's like a feeling after that of like, wow, I did it. So I would, but I ain't going to lie and tell you that I wouldn't be scared. Those guys blow my mind that get on the back of those things.
Are you a daredevil of sorts?
Yes, absolutely. I would tell you that most people that know me would tell you that they worry about me daily because of just me doing dumb stuff.
So what's the craziest thing, death-defying thing you've done so far?
Oh, death-defying? Probably have these little girls I just...
Well, there you go. Okay, I want to run through something really quick with you. Because it is a bull ride, I want to do 8 seconds with Jake Owen. And what it is I've got 10 questions. You've only got 8 seconds to answer each one, okay?
All right.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
I know you like to go barefoot, but when you're wearing something, shoes or boots?
Boots.
Car or truck?
Truck.
Movies, thriller or comedy?
Comedy.
I figured you'd go there. ATV ride through the woods or horseback ride on the beach?
Ooh. I have to say ATV ride through the woods, which is interesting because I'm from the beach.
Right.
There's something about being with your buddies. Like, I don't know, you can just be with your buddies and, ride on ATVs and have a good time. And I don't know. It'd be hard to find all my buddies a horse to get on a beach somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Household chore you hate the most?
Probably changing air filters.
Oh, dude.
The batteries and smoke alarms. When those things go on,
We had that happen at my house last night. It's crazy that you would mention that. Okay, I know you like to bass fish. You're fishing a 2-man team bass tournament. What country star is your partner?
Ooh, probably Hardy. He and I share a big passion of fishing. He's come out to my farm quite a few times, and we fished the creek for smallmouth bass, and we fished in the pond for largemouth. So we're very well versed in some bass fishing. So I'd probably take Hardy.
You are the man. Okay, you're in Texas. Steak or barbecue?
I'm gonna probably go barbecue.
There you go. All right, what scares you the most? Spiders, snakes, bees, or alligators?
Spiders, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it. Like, you can be asleep and a spider can get you, but, I mean, I'm not going to be sleeping around an alligator. I'm not going to sleep where a snake is.
Okay, you mentioned this a minute ago. You'd have all the girls you could if you could afford them. You just won Powerball. First stupid thing you're going to blow money on.
Oh, honestly, man, probably not, I say this all the time, and this isn't me just being facetious. Like, I really mean this. Like, I've worked a long time with my foundation to raise money, and it's hard to do that and do it for good causes. And I'm really blessed in my life right now. So, like, if I won a Powerball, all that money could go to such a good use somewhere other than myself that it would be really fulfilling to be able to, allocate that in places that are much more needed than the things I could even dream of as something dumb,
Wow. You just, you consistently blow me away with your responses. So give me a little background on your foundation. I mean, what could our family do to help you, as listeners here in our area?
Man, well, first off, thanks for even asking that, because it's not often that I get to talk on the radio about something like my foundation, which is really important to me. A lot of people just know me, this Jake Owen guy, as a guy that sings songs, and he's barefoot, and he's from Florida, and he just sings, barefoot blue jean nights. But I've learned throughout my life, as I told you, I've matured and having children, and there's a lot more to this life and this platform that I've been given to do good things with. And so I created 10 years ago the Jake Owen Foundation. And our main mission is not so much about what you guys can help me with, but what we can help you guys with. Our mission is helping people in the places they call home. And so since I'm able to travel all around the country and play great concerts all over this beautiful country, especially like you're speaking of, we are able to, as long as you have a 501c3, we have a board that we determine what we can do to help those people in the places they call home. So, for instance, just even this last over the pandemic, we built baseball fields back home in Florida for kids, like sports complexes, all the way to sending kids to college for grants. And we obviously give a lot of funds to St. Jude Children's Hospital. And even something as cool that I'm really proud of, next week opens up in my little hometown of Kingston Springs, Tennessee. I played a round of disc golf with a city commissioner randomly. I didn't even know that he was. And I said, hey, what can I do to help this community? You know, I'm off the road now. I can't be on the road because of the pandemic. What can I do here in town to help? And he pointed over at this little old water park splash pad and said, we really could update that. We have a lot of kids in the summer that love to use that. They're on, you know, the camps while their parents are at work. And so anyways, we built a brand new splash pad that opens next week, and all the kids from the surrounding area are going to be able to have a good place to go and the community now has something to look forward to take kids on. And that kind of stuff I couldn't do without people that are out there listening right now, like helping and coming out. We do a charity event every year. Last year we had Jimmy Buffett. I've had everybody from Morgan Wallen going back to Little Big Town, Florida Georgia. Like, I've had a lot of friends show up to help me raise this kind of money, and we do golf tournaments and we put on concerts. And anyway, I could go on, and I'm just thankful you asked about it. And hopefully we can do something in y'all's community one day to serve you guys.
Well, dude, let me tell you, I mean, you know, the fact is that you're helping first responders, police officers, and things like that doing this show. You know, that's a huge home run for us because, you know, all too often, I think those guys get overlooked in their needs and what's going on in their world. And I think that 911 kind of opened a lot of eyes to the heroes that work, you know, in that capacity.
Oh, man, absolutely. And not just 911, you know, every day. Every day I play a show and I walk up to the stage, I always see an officer, someone standing there doing their job and protecting people and making sure there's safety. And I always see these guys, especially with everything that's going on, the guys and girls, and I see what's going on in this world daily and continues to happen. And I just have a lot of thanks in my heart and gratitude for these men and women that you know, put that uniform on every day and leave their families and their girls, like I was talking about at home, or boys, and go do their job. And so it's important for us to thank them and also do what we can to help them do their job.
You know, you mentioned that. What would you say is your favorite Jake Owen concert song? I mean, that one that when it comes up on the playlist, it's like, yeah, this one is gonna rock.
I don't know. You know, I mean, I've been fortunate enough that, you know, I've had quite a few hits that people like to sing along to. But, you know, believe it or not, Down to the Honky Tonk has been one over the last 2 years. It's been like a big sing-along song. And I've had 9 number one songs, and that was not one of them. That song only went to number 5 on the chart, per se, right? Yeah. But I think it goes to show you that, like, fans out there, they don't judge an artist by what kind of songs they have on the radio or whatnot. They love what they love, and it's funny that a song that didn't go number one gets a bigger sometimes reaction than ones that did. But that definitely is a fun one. At the end of the day, like I told you when we started this conversation, I was a kid on a bar stool that played guitar, and I could sense what people liked, and I also knew that they were there to enjoy themselves and have a good time, and my job is to make sure I fulfill all of that. And so when I record songs, write songs, find songs, that's kind of the way I think about it. And then if I love it, I got to sing it for the rest of my life. So no matter what happens to it on the journey from the point I record it to where it goes,
that's awesome.
I do it with passion.
Oh, without a doubt. So describe for us, everybody who's getting ready to go to the big show, describe for us, if you can, you know, if you were just out in the audience watching a Jake Owen concert, what you know, what am I feeling? What am I seeing? What's going on?
Well, I don't know. I've never been in the audience of one of my shows. But I always think about what that would be like because that's what I intend to do as a performer and entertainer, much even more than like a singer-songwriter. I want to entertain these people. You know, they don't have to come out there. They don't have to be there. They decided to come out because they want to enjoy themselves and maybe take a little their mind off the day-to-day. And so for, you know, 90 minutes, you know, a couple hours, we're out there to make sure everybody has a really good time. And when they leave, whether they've seen us play before or not, hopefully the next time we come around, they come back. And every time a few more people come to the party gets a lot more fun.
Jake, we are so excited about this. I know your time's at a premium, brother, and I want you to know how much I appreciate it. We are so pumped about this. And on behalf of my partner, she was so upset because she had already set up her vacation before we were able to put together this interview. And she says, please let him know how pretty I think he is.
Well, hey, tell her I appreciate it.
Jake Owen, thank you, buddy.
That was really nice of you to take the time to talk to me like this morning, so I appreciate you.